Hello students, in this video let us prove one theorem on derived set. Let x comma t be topological space and let a comma b be any two subsets of x, then following are true. First one, d of phi is equal to phi, that means derived set of empty set is empty. Secondly, suppose x belongs to d of a, so that implies x also belongs to d of a minus x. Next, suppose a is a subset of b, then d of a is subset of d of b, where d of a and d of b are the derived sets of a and b respectively. Fourth, d of a intersection b is subset of d of a intersection d of b. And lastly, d of a union b is equal to d of a union d of b. Let us prove these five relations. Proof. Since phi is closed set, we know that phi is closed as well as open set. So phi is closed set implies by definition derived set of phi is contained in phi. But we know that phi is a subset of every subset. Therefore phi is contained in d of phi. So from these two relations, phi is equal to d of phi. Secondly, we have to prove that suppose x belongs to d of a, we have to prove that x belongs to d of a minus x. Here x belongs to d of a implies x is a limit point of a. So by definition of limit point, every open set containing x contains points of a other than x. So this implies every open set containing x contains points of a minus x. This is not required since we are removing x from this a. So this implies x is also a limit point of a minus x. So this implies x belongs to d of a minus x. So therefore x belongs to d of a implies x also belongs to d of a minus x. Third one, suppose a is subset of b, we have to prove that d of a is subset of d of b. So let a be subset of b. X belongs to d of a. D of a means derived set. X belongs to d of a implies x is a limit point of a. So by the definition of limit point, every open set containing x contains points of a other than x. And again, since a is subset of b, that implies x is also limit point of b. Since every point of a is in b, so x is a limit point of a implies x is also limit point of b. So that implies x belongs to d of b. So thus a is subset of b implies d of a is subset. Sorry, I have written here belongs. D of a subset of d of b. Fourth one, we have to prove that d of a intersection b is contained in d of a intersection d of b. We know that a intersection b is always subset of a and a intersection b is always subset of b. So here a intersection b subset of a implies d of a intersection b subset of d of a by the above result from 3. So again A intersection B subset of B implies D of A intersection B contained in D of B. So combining these two, we can write D of A intersection B is contained in D of A intersection D of B. From fifth, we have to prove that D of A union B is equal to D of A union D of B. Note that to prove two sets are equal, A is equal to B, firstly we have to prove that A is contained in B and B is contained in A. So then only we can say that two sets are equal. So from properties of sets, we know that A is contained in A union B. So this implies D of A is contained in D of A union B. From 3. So again, B is contained in A union B. So this implies D of B is contained in D of A union B. So combining these two, we can write D of A union D of B is contained in D of A union B. Take it as equation 1. Now let X belongs to D of A union B. So this implies X is a limit point of A union B. So this implies X is limit point of A or X is limit point of B. So this implies X is limit point of A implies X belongs to D of A, or X is a limit point of B implies X belongs to D of B. So we have X belongs to D of A or X belongs to D of B. So therefore X belongs to D of A union D of B. So this implies here we have taken that X belongs to D of A union B, and we got X belongs to D of A union D of B. So this implies D of A union B is subset of D of A union D of B from this relation. So take this as equation 2. So therefore from 1 and 2 we have D of A union B is equal to D of A union D of B. Hence the proof.